Oh, very good afternoon to you from Crow Wood. And this afternoon, it's so beautiful again. We've had such a lot of sunshine the last couple of days. I was going to work in the garden. I am going to work in the garden. But before that, I thought I must just pop down to the woods. I haven't been to this part of the woods for a while now. And I knew it would look lovely with the afternoon sun. So I thought, well, I'll come along, just have a quick walk, collect some pine cones, which is a different part of the wood. This part is very much deciduous trees, but another part is plantation, and there are lots of fir trees, spruce trees, I'm not quite sure. Different kinds, because there are different kinds of pine cone or fir cone. Anyway, that's later on. I haven't been down to see what's down there. I have got as far as this though, the bottom of the wood, and this is the little track that goes right along the perimeter of the bottom of the wood. And in fact, on the field, we can just see the light through the trees. There is where I've seen a herd of red deer before now. So I always hope I'm going to see them trotting out of the woodland here on the far side of the ditch. But we'll see, we'll have a look. It is a lovely filtered light, lovely early November light. And just at the bottom here, there's some swampy land. The only part of the woods which is like this, but it's really primeval looking. I always like this part of the wood very much. And I'll take you along and show you a bit closer what it's like just there, because trees have just fallen and been allowed to stay where they are. Obviously it collects water down there, so lots of rushes, and I think this is really how a lot of the countryside would have looked. It wasn't drained, it didn't have agricultural drainage like we have had for 2 or 3 centuries now, if not more. It was just every water just lay where it lay really, and where it could find a channel or a way to move along, it would do that. And Norfolk is actually a very dry county, but there are still areas which are naturally swampy, where there are stream valley bottoms, and the water would just have run in different little streams rather than being kind of channeled out into one big stream to provide water for agricultural purposes a lot of the time, and to drain the land. Anyway, this land is very much not drained, or only naturally drained at least, and you can see the water lying here from all the rain we have had, and big oak tree lying across it here, and lovely moss down here by those roots. But these are the roots of an oak, and as you can see, or hopefully see with the light as it is, I'll just see if I can move around. Oh no, it's not very good. That's a bit better. You can see that I think you can see that it's actually rooted still in the ground there, even though it's up on its end. I'll just move back and maybe you can see the roots sticking out here. Yes, that's better probably to get an idea of what it's like that. But there's enough root in the ground that it's still shooting, so you can still see quite fresh growth here coming out of the trunk, for example, and elsewhere. It's definitely got some life in it still. So that's that, which I used to say I always enjoy the reflections on this little bit of water and the haze of the reeds. They look like mist, and sometimes of course there is mist lying over it, but at the moment there's not. It's just that pale sunshine playing on the reeds. Anyway, it won't be too long a video, so I'll just go a little way along here just so we can have a look and see what's what now. I'll tell you one thing, and that is, as I was saying in my last video, which was up on the heath, that's been a fantastic year for acorns, and there are just so many acorns lying on the ground here. You're just almost crunching in them the whole time. I'll see if I can do a bit of a close-up to show you just how, here we are, it's a good bit area, just to show you just how prolific they are this year. That's all acorns. They're like a carpet of acorns down here. Amazing. And really, they really have been going to town, the oak trees. Other fruits and nuts haven't been so good this year, or not as good is probably the wrong word, but not so prolific, because the dry and wet weather came at the wrong times. But the acorns are a real success story, so just hope they'll go to feed some and give nourishment to some wildlife for this winter, which I think might be quite a hard one in lots of ways. So let's have a look across. and I'm afraid the deer aren't out. I would like to be able to show you the deer. This is also where I've seen crows gathering quite often, and that's partly why this wood's got the name of Crow Wood, because the sound of the crows and the sight of them rising and falling is often quite a big part of the experience of being down here. As are all these honeysuckle ropes. You can probably see all twisting and twining, which again makes it look very, I don't know what the word is really, primeval. I don't know if that's too simplistic a word. Ooh, I'm falling down a hole. I think it's quite undermined by other creatures as well, and not just crows. So let's just go a little way along the track here, among the trees, because it is really lovely. And as you can see, the colours are all very mellow now. The oak is a mixture of green and yellow and a russety, bronzy colour. The birch leaves are really yellow, and I always love the birch leaves. Actually, you can probably see some of them there, especially when a lot of the leaves have gone and you can just have little gaps between them, and you just see little fluttering pennants. I suppose they're like little flags, the leaves, although it's not very windy today, so you're not getting much of that effect. What you are seeing though is this lovely oak tree here, which is one of my favourites, and I usually come round behind here and round here. I'll show you what I do. I might have shown you in the previous video, I can't remember now, but anyway, I come around the other side of the oak tree, which is the other side, and then you can look out from there across the, well, ditch, if we're honest, and you can look across to the field, and it's really quiet and still apart from me. I'll just go be quiet for a moment so you can tell how very, very peaceful it is down here. And well, even the birds are not very noisy this afternoon. Perhaps it's just the wrong time of day or the wrong time of year for them to be particularly noisy, I don't know, but it's noticeably quiet. There's like a hush has descended on the wood. Wow, this path I used to walk along is completely blocked here by a fallen birch, or two fallen birches, I think. So I'm going to have to find another way through. So I might leave you here, actually. I've got to go quite a way now through the woods to get back. I'm at about the furthest point. But isn't it absolutely beautiful, the colours? Oh, there's a holly. I like just those little bits of dark, shiny green with the holly among all the other colours. Anyway, yes, I'll say goodbye now, and I will be back soon because I wanted to do a garden video, which I didn't do. I came down here first, so maybe there'll even be two today. It's like you wait for a long time for a video and then two come at once, but that we'll see. Anyway, for now, I'll say have a lovely afternoon, rest of the afternoon. Stay safe, stay well, and I hope to catch up with you again soon. Bye.